Adorable. ஆமாம்.
This is not the beginning, but at this point of the evening, for most choir performances, the choir would be huddled out the back, warming their voices up and focusing on the job at hand. Unfortunately, this is the only room in Dunedin that's big enough for the choir. So you can continue just nattering amongst yourselves. We're just going to quickly get in the zone and then start at 7 o'clock. So just pretend that you can't see or hear us. Tell me about the fruit. Ready? Toru ba. You didn't see anything.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the second day of the Kids Sing. My name is Rosemary Tarbottom, and I'm the New Zealand Choral Federation event coordinator for Otago. And I've been so thrilled to have been here for the last 2 days, doing a bit to help and enjoying all these wonderful young people and their amazing singing. We've had a good time, haven't we, kids? Yep. So there they are in this enormous arena, and some of them I think are probably a wee bit nervous, but they've practiced so well this morning, and it's going to be a great thing tonight. So I hope you all enjoy it. So now I want to thank some sponsors. You've got a program, there's a list of sponsors on one of the pages. Marvellous Music Man, Mr. Madden. How about that? A bit of alliteration. Ben has been here for 2 days, and he's done an awful lot of work leading up to these 2 days. But we've had a fun time with you, haven't we, Ben? Children have really responded well. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the singing. Thank you.
fabulous massed choir is going to just take a load off for a song, but on the stage there, you can see that the DCC is reorganising, and we're not going to be changing the number of city councillors. This is the Dunedin Children's Choir. And it is our pleasure to welcome them as our guest artists this evening. And they are going to feature in the next two songs. First, they will perform by themselves two spirituals, Shine On Me, arranged by Rollo Dilworth, and This Little Light of Mine, arranged by Sunny Willis. On the piano, they are supported by Susan Frame. On the bass guitar, Helen Rutherford. At the drum kit, Matthew Chilcott. And they are conducted by Natasha Munwitz. Once they've performed that, they are going to be joined by the massed choir, and we will perform On the Road of Life. And during this, you'll hear the Dunedin Children's Choir sing the verses, and they'll be joined for the choruses by the massed choir. So please, a big welcome for the Dunedin Children's Choir. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, katoa. It's lovely to speak to you for the first time this evening. We opened this evening's The Kids Sing concert with two pieces in Te Reo Māori. First, the traditional waiata hutia. The whakatauki, of course, what is the most important thing in the world? It is the people, it is the people, it is the people. And of course, a fantastic Dunedin connection to Pepeha by 660. A very special shout out to Tom Moody Spicer for his beautiful taonga pohoro soundscape to open the evening. Maybe we'll give him another one. Next, we are diving into the Kiwi Kids songs, Just One Earth by David Chadwick. And then, a Let's Get Singing special from NZCF, Ole Tawalunga, a traditional Samoan song that was taught by video by Dr. Ingelese Ete. And we hope you enjoy these two numbers.
Thank
fantastic opportunity to connect over great children's music. This next song is from an organisation in the UK called Singer, and they make a song available across the whole world for anyone who wants to be involved to sing. So you are about to hear We Get Up Again by Emily Barden, and it might be fair to call this our party piece this evening. After that, Toia Mai, a waiata āringa which will be familiar to many of you. So we hope you enjoy this little bracket.
It's all
music, and it makes great sense that Kiwi kids would sing you Kiwi stories. And one of the fabulous songwriters for children and adults that we have done 3 songs of, one every year, is the fabulous Kath B. And it just so happens that not next weekend, but the weekend after, she was going to be in Dunedin anyway to do a concert with Rainbow Rosalind. Get your tickets, it's on the 31st. And so some messages went back and forth, and it so happens that she is here this evening to sing her song, Human Just Like Me, with the children. So would you please welcome Kath B.
Kia ora.
we thought these fine singers have been working hard all day and they've sung you 9 songs already. It's time that they had a well-earned rest and maybe a little bit of a treat. Please could you put your hands together and welcome the fabulous city organist, David Birchall. We couldn't have a music event in the town hall and not get Norma to join in a little bit. But we were chatting, and quite a lot of people don't even realise that there's an entire instrument that takes up that whole wall. So the piece that David is going to play for us is a young person and the young at heart's guide to the pipe organ, a royal tour. The piece is by Randolph Curry, and the text has been made Norma specific by Jenny Birchall. So, let's have a wee count up. Have a wee look. Chat to the person next to you, and this includes you adults. I'll count down 3, 2, 1 once the chat is over. How many pipes do you think are in Norma? There you go, chat. Conversation over. Thank you. So, what I would like you to do is, if you think that there are between 1 and 100 pipes, could you put your hand up? Pretty good counting, I'm impressed. Nice. But I'm sad to say we tricked you. The ones that you can see are not the only pipes in Norma. So, who put your hand up if your get was somewhere between 1 and 1,000 pipes? Okay, some people have changed teams, they've defected. Alright, I see how it is. Okay, so don't worry, you're also wrong. So, have a quick recount. You're all allowed to change team. I'm not even looking. Look, I'm walking the other way. So, put your hand up if you think it was between 1 and 3,000 pipes. Oh dear, I promise this is the last time I do that. You're also wrong. The answer is actually more than 3,000 pipes. And you can see the ones at the front, 10 metres tall. And inside, the smallest ones are the same size as a pencil. And children on the floor, if you would like to see this piece, take your hoodie around so you can see what's going on. So, all of the different stops and shapes and sounds are named after different orchestra instruments. And some of them only organists know, so you'll have to ask David afterwards. The player chooses what you are going to hear by pulling on those white ivory knobs. And as he pulls out more of them, more of the pipes start to work. Now, you know the piano, how it's got a keyboard? Well, it's only got one keyboard. The organ has got 4 keyboards for your hands and a not very well named keyboard for your feet. Okay, so 5 keyboards. Normally it is called the King of Instruments. But in the interest of not misgendering Norma, tonight we are going to tell you about the Queen of Instruments. Excuse me while I turn on my slightly posh voice. Here we go. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Her Majesty Queen Norma, Queen of Instruments, invites you all. Please be seated. in her wondrous hall. Sit back, relax, revere, rejoice, and marvel at her glorious voice. Her tones are varied, loud and soft, now near, now far, now high aloft. Her echo silver, basses gruff. You'll find you've never heard enough. To help you heed this royal call, we're going to use a tune that is known to all. So you know it. Good. Alright, David's going to play it a whole lot of different ways. To help you heed this royal call, come, follow where the tune now leads when played by flutes and strings and reeds. The proud principals in diapason all work hard to do amazing things together as the chorus. Spread across the front, the ones you can see before us. Here in Norma's massive case, the pipes you see provide the bass. The higher notes are in behind, out of sight but not out of mind. Strong yet mellow, clear and round, they are the heart of Norma's sound. Let's play a little game of big face, little face, happy face, sad face. Next you're going to hear from the solemn strings, keen and string-like, deep within. Norma plays a violin, viola, gamba, violone, string stops, all of very mellow, edgy, shimmering bright. Their variety is a delight. give him a mid-song. I love that tonight you clapped the really pretty quiet one. Last night they were all over the really loud stuff. That's nice. Next, speaking of loud stuff, the rowdy reads, the trumpet shall sound and the roof shall be raised. At the tuba sonora you'll be stunned and amazed. These reed pipes are powerful, pungent and proud. The oboes and horns are a little less loud. You've got some momentum here, David. Nice work. Next, the frisky flutes. Counterpoint in endless chase. Birdsong echoes through her case. Round and trilling, cool and thrilling. Norma's flutes are full of grace. The pedal keys have special status, playing on the deepest basses. The player uses both his feet to make the organ sound complete. Look, Mark, no hands. That's pretty impressive, isn't it? Now, remember at the beginning, show me on your fingers, how many keyboards has David got to play with his hands? You are going to hear all four at the same time. Chords. 4 keyboards give us many choices, ways to contrast different voices. Here are strings, flute, clarinet, played in canon, quadlibet. And if you don't know what canon quadlibet is, it's whatever pleases. This is where the organist teases. Now we're going to hear a little medley 10 bonus points if you spot the extra song. Underpinned by droning pedally. Beautiful, I'm pretty sure the children got it. That's awesome. Our tour is nearly complete. Pull out all the stops, you say. Blow the cobwebs clean away. Now we'll hear the royal tutti, full and fiery, rich and fruity. Reeds and mixtures, flutes and strings, marvel how the echo rings. Shake the floor with rumbling thunder, fill us all with awe and wonder. So bow your heads in reverence keen. Hail to Norma, organ queen. This is the last time I'm going to chat to you this evening. From here on in, it is all downhill to the end of this fantastic evening. Before I introduce the last two songs, I just want to celebrate the amazing work that you have done all day, singers. So fabulous people of the audience, could you give them another big round of applause? I would like to thank the organising team, the venue, Strawberry Sound. Gordy's been making sure they sound amazing, and of course the amazing musicians who've supported them. Our band, who just disappeared. Oh, they're undisappearing. We've got Rachel who played the bass. We've got Cameron who played the piano. We've got Zach who played the guitar. With the fabulous Kath who sang her song with them. We've got the magnificent Tommy who opened the show. And of course, David. So, the reason I say David to last is he and Norma are going to help the children with these final two songs. We have a modern text to go with the famous Swedish tune O Stora Gud, which you might know is How Great Thou Art, or Whakaria Mai. And then, it's your turn. You've been sitting there listening all evening, you've got a bit of a warm-up in nature, and we ask if you are willing and able that if you would stand with us and sing the national anthem of New Zealand. Kia ora.
night of wonderful singing and music making from everybody. I hope you all enjoyed it. Now, can I ask parents to please stay in your seats? It would be really good if you could, otherwise we're going to have huge traffic jams. And when I call the choir that you are associated with to leave, you could then come down. Is that all right? It'll make it a lot easier. But first of all, I just want to thank some people, and I know two of them are sitting upstairs, Vicky Nicholson and Steph Madden from the Principals Association. Thank you so much for all you've done. And when I see you afterwards, I've got a wee gift for each of you. But mostly, I want to thank our wonderful, marvellous music man, Mr. Madden. Thank you so much, Ben.